I'm sorry, y'all. I'm talking to my producer, and I'm just letting her know that it's her Facebook that stopped because it does it to me every week. So just restart.
Connection error or continue or recover?
What stopped?
The whole, like, this is broadcast error connection closed by the server.
No, that stopped?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Uh-oh. Take a break, folks.
Recover broadcast.
Okay, it's still live. Make sure it's still live. Something that is going to keep kind of right. Sure. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm talking to my producer, and I'm just letting her know that it's her Facebook this time because it does it to me every week. So just restart. Are we back on?
Yeah.
Trying to make it look like I'm not photoshopped.
Yes, I gotta make you look like you're not photoshopped.
Like I'm actually here.
We're sorry about that, you guys. We
Technical difficulties.
We had a small connection error. We apologize about that. So, what would be something that you would say not to get your mate for Valentine's Day?
I would definitely say something not to get your mate. Obviously, if it's something you know they don't like, don't do it. So if your mate is allergic to flowers and they don't like them, don't do it. If they don't like chocolate, don't show up with a box of chocolate candies. I mean, that's kind of the obvious, but that's definitely something I would say not to get them. If it's an obvious thing that they don't like, don't get it for them, you know.
So here's the thing for me. I've always been one of them, don't buy me appliances for Valentine's Day. You know.
I guess my thought is too. I mean, you know, Valentine's Day. You know, I can't think of spending like that type of money for a gift on Valentine's Day, especially an appliance. I mean, I could see if you are getting jewelry or something really nice, but yeah, I definitely wouldn't get an appliance. I guess I'm thinking from the financial aspect too of, you know, why would I spend $1,000 to get them a washing machine or something on Valentine's Day? That's.
Well, so here's the thing, though. I do media. And let's say, like, it's that camera I wanted, and you'd have bought me that camera for Valentine's Day. Oh, I'm so for that. Like, I'd have so been for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my new camera, and if you'd have bought me my camera for Valentine's Day, like, yeah, we probably wouldn't even have a show tonight. Like,
You'd be using it for other things.
Yeah. Y'all had to catch us on our other channel.
Her AP's up back there blushing.
Hey, catch us on our other channel. Yeah, live from Miami next week.
Flying talent in, huh?
Yeah. On location. So, okay. I saw a meme earlier today, and it was funny. I hope it was a joke. God, I hope it was a joke. I really hope it was a joke, because it was a handwritten letter. And it was a letter from a guy to his girl. And the letter was like, you know, honey, I apologize. I got arrested the day before Valentine's Day. Like, it was like he sent it to her. He mailed it to her. It's like, I got arrested the day before Valentine's Day. And unfortunately, I couldn't spend Valentine's Day with you. Or I don't know whether he was sent it to her, had somebody deliver it to her, or whatever the case may be. But I got arrested the day before Valentine's Day. I'm sorry I couldn't spend Valentine's Day with you. However, I'll be able to make bail on Sunday. Can you pick me up from the Newark airport? That's where the officer is going to drop me off at. And the reason he's going to drop me off there is because he's going to give me a ride on his way home, and he lives out that way. And then at the bottom of the letter, it was hilarious. At the bottom of the letter, it said something like, oh, and if you ever see any pictures of me from Jamaica, they're old. Like, it was absolutely ridiculous. But it leaves to question, you know, the people that come up missing on Valentine's Day. Like, I know this one friend of mine that boyfriend started a full-blown argument with her the day before Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's what I was alluding to earlier.
Yeah, like he started a full-blown argument with her the day before Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I will say I had a friend who would have arguments with his girlfriends prior to the major holidays.
Now, was it because he was cheating, or was it because he was avoiding?
He was cheap. He didn't want to buy gifts. That's what it came down to. He wasn't cheating. He just didn't want to buy gifts.
See, that's a whole nother kind of shady. That's a whole nother kind of shady for me because, like, I almost feel like I could accept you cheating more than I could accept you being cheap. You know what I'm saying? Because cheap does not go away.
Break up with you just before Christmas.
Yeah.
Get back in New Year, you know.
Yeah, like, but cheap don't go away. Like, you could stop cheating, but you usually don't stop being cheap, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it could be a mindset. So, you know, money may not solve it. You could still be cheap with a lot of money.
Yeah,
You know.
I'd have a problem with that one.
So, but, you know, point being is that, yeah, there could be some reasons why, you know, people choose to do what they do. Breaking up before those Valentine's Day or, you know, other holidays traditionally you get gifts for. Birthdays, Christmas, Hanukkah, you know.
Hanukkah?
Sweetest day. You know.
Like 7 gifts or something for Hanukkah?
Yeah, I mean, but it's not quite, it's not gifts in the Christmas sense. I think they're supposed to be more educational, learning type stuff, though. But anyway, we won't talk about that.
So, okay. All right. So here's my thing. I've always been the person that want to go out, like, and we should do this next year. I want to go out the day before Valentine's Day and the day after Valentine's Day.
Why you want to see
I want to sit down and see, like, and I want to be that person that be real petty in it too, and like leave notes on tables and be like, you know, like, oh, I'm telling and see who move, you know what I'm saying, or you know, like. Or like we were talking about the other day, put the ring in the glass and know he with a side chick, you know, on side chick day, put the ring in the glass and watch everybody's world fall apart. You know what I'm saying?
Work at a restaurant, you know, for free the day after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Put a fake ring inside your drink or something, so when they get it, you know, they think they're getting a proposal. Yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah, and like he got a whole wife at home.
I mean, or you could do it on Valentine's Day for couples, and they hadn't.
No, I think it'd be more fun on Mistress Day.
I don't. I mean, I get that people label it that. I can't say I've seen or know anybody who has actually done something like that.
What?
Yes.
Where have you been? Like, what rock did you live up under that you ain't know nobody that celebrated Mistress Day?
I don't know anybody that's actually done that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Half off candy and no lines at restaurants.
Hey, pro tip, get your Valentine's Day candy from CVS now and Rite Aid. It's on sale. Stock up on the hard candy. It's good for a couple years. You'll be fine.
That's your pro tip?
That's my pro tip.
That's why I don't eat hard candy. This is exactly why I don't eat hard candy.
I'll pull out the closet. Here you
Don't
go.
even work for me. I don't even eat hard candy.
Yeah,
That's exactly why I don't eat hard candy.
They got that 2 for the price of 1. You know, be generous, gentlemen. Give her both.
Really? Really? Buy one, get one. He's just going to give her both.
Give her both.
A generous gentleman.
Yes.
You jerk. So, you never really answered the question for me.
What was that?
Is coochie a gift?
Well, again, it just kind of depends. I mean, to each person their own. So, you know, I feel like, and quite being married and having a really good sex life, you know, for Valentine's Day or Sweetest Day, yes, sex works for me, you know. So, I mean, but again, it's not like, it's nothing that you can think of like, I'm like, oh, I need this outfit, I want these shoes or something like that, right? So, you know, I'm not really big on gifts in general. So if you press me about it, I'll just say, hey, can we do this? And that's good enough for me.
I'm sorry. What is this, Mister? I'm sorry. Our listeners,
are we digging into details?
Me
like
and
that?
my listeners do not know what this is, sir. What is this?
Any particular thing that you like in the bedroom that perhaps is not an everyday occurrence, but you know,
I don't understand.
Maybe you save it for special occasions.
I don't understand.
You know. Well, special occasions happen in my house pretty often. So,
I'm about to say, that's what I'm sitting here like, I don't understand. It's not an everyday occurrence around here. Okay, so listen, I do have a tip for the ladies for Valentine's Day and Sweeties Day and birthdays and 4th of July if you want, and Christmas and everything else. Okay, I saw a meme, and ladies, I don't care if you like it. Be mad at your mama. I don't care. I saw a meme, and it said, it was a meme of it was like a cartoon figure girl, and she was standing in the mirror, and she was like in bra and underwear, and you could see like she had a pad on. And the meme said, when you thought you was gonna bust it open for Valentine's Day, but that time of the month came, right? And I saw the meme, and the first thing I thought was, she need to grow the hell up. That's the first thing I thought. It's sad that is the first thing I thought when I saw that meme, that she need to grow the hell up. For a couple reasons, ladies. For a couple reasons. First thing, a period don't stop nothing but a sentence. That's it. It's punctuation. That's it. Second reason, ladies. If your grown ass is still out here and only got one hole to choose from, you need to be single. And you deserve to not get nothing for Valentine's Day. And you deserve to not get taken out for Valentine's Day. And you deserve to have Galentine's Day every year. You and your girls. That's what you deserve. I'm sorry. I said what I said. That's what you deserve. Because if you out here with a whole man or a whole husband and a whole adult, and you only got one hole to choose from, that's your problem. That's your fault. So when he out here on both side chick days, both of them, the day before and the day after, busting somebody's sides out from all different holes, that's your fault. You did that. And that's just how I feel about it. That's just, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's how I feel about that. Because I'm sick of grown women out here not being grown.
Well,
grow up.
So I will say that, we've talked about this before, where we've heard that Valentine's Day is for women, Sweetest Day is for guys.
Right.
So, I could see maybe getting them a pass on Valentine's Day, but definitely not on Sweetest Day.
No, you don't get no pass on Valentine's Day. That's like a grown man talking about, so I don't eat coochie. Go sit your childish behind down somewhere. You are a child. You somebody's kid. You probably live with your mama, and your cell phone is Metro PCS. That's all I got to say. Because if you are a whole adult male and you over here talking about you ain't putting your mouth on it, you don't deserve at all to be the head of nobody's household. You don't even get to file it on your taxes. I want you to be somebody's dependent, even on your check stub. That's how I feel about it. And I really mean that. Because you don't deserve to be an adult. That's just how I feel. And I'm not taking it back.
Okay. Well, you know how she feels about that.
So serious. Because, come on. Come on.
Well, it's not a problem I have, so, it's hard for me to kind of argue the point, and, can't really say I have sympathy for those that are dealing with it. So
I'm just like, come on. Come on.
I again, maybe that's something special you're going to try you don't normally do. That'd be a great time to do it. For
Let me tell you, let's stop acting like that is not the most BS line of all lines in the history of lines. I don't usually be doing this. This is my first time. I ain't never did this before.
Oh.
All them lies.
They probably are.
It's not even probably. All of them is lies.
I mean, sometimes it's got to be someone's first time for something at some point. Just saying.
It better be a hand job. You was not going to be out here grown talking about it's my first time.
Hey, you never know.
Listen. No. Did you just come out of an Amish community?
It's possible. You could have been saving it for your spouse or something. I don't
Saving
know.
what?
One of those 3 holes.
Everybody
didn't need access to them before you got married. How about that?
Well,
have one be sacred.
Oh, at least one.
At least
one. was 2 hoes all my life. I saved this one for you. This one was for you. I'm a virgin in that one.
Oh, goodness.
Yes. That okay, you know what? I digress. You are right. If you are not married and never been married, you have permission to save a hoe.
Or 2. Yeah,
No, just one.
Let's not just be out here in the streets.
No, you get to save one hoe. One. Pick your hoe wisely. You get to save one hoe. So if you're not doing it there, you better be doing it there and there. You know how they always say you can't what is it? Fast, cheap,
good.
Fast, cheap, and good.
You can get 2 of the 3.
You can get 2 of the 3.
Yeah.
Like if it's cheap and good, it ain't gonna be fast. If it's gonna be fast and cheap, it ain't gonna be good. Like you can only get 2 of the 3. That's how it is with the hoes. That's how it got to go with the hoes. Like it's got to be.
You know what?
2 of the 3.
So by no stretch of the imagination, saying saving all 3 for marriage is just not going to happen.
You know I don't believe in that. You know doggone well I don't believe in that. Would you buy a car without driving it first? Would you buy a house without doing a walkthrough?
I've actually bought a car that I didn't drive, but
Why would you do that? What if you don't like the way you even feel behind the wheel? It's the same way with coochie. You mess around and she done lied and told you she done saved them hoes, and then your wedding night you fall in and can't find your way out for the next 3 weeks, and that's your fault because you didn't sample the merchandise first.
You know what?
Now you're there meeting niggas on the way out. Y'all out here done started a search party together because can't none of y'all find your way out now. That's your fault.
You know what? Not a concern for me at this point.
All I'm saying is, I don't believe in saving it till marriage. And again, this show is called Just Our Opinion. So any preachers, pastors, apostles, or anything else like that that's watching, y'all people ain't got to listen to me because I said it was just my opinion. However, in my opinion, you should not save it till marriage. If you find somebody that you want to marry, you need to sample that merchandise first. Because the number 1 cause for divorce, there are 2 major causes for divorce. Finances and sex.
That's communication, finances, sex.
It's usually bad communication about finances and sex, though.
Well, so I will say, I've never waited to get married to have sex. Okay, I will say that. However, I will say that I do believe that if you were to save yourself for marriage, you can still have a good sex life. But to your point, you have to have some communication, and be willing to sit down and explore and learn your partner.
Yeah, it was a movie I was watching. I don't even remember what movie it was.
Well, hold on, while you figure that out. So my point being is, when we got married, we had plenty of sex before we got
Exactly.
married.
I was wondering where you were going with this.
But regardless, even after we got married, there are still points of improvement in our sex life that we worked on, right? And we had to have communication about that. Mm-hmm. Okay? So my point being is that if you're willing to
trying to figure out what hole I saved for him.
If you're willing to be a better lover for your spouse, you'll be able to figure that out with some communication and patience and trying. Now, granted, there may be some physical issues that you might not be able to overcome, but as long as you don't have any limiting physical issues, you should be okay. But generally speaking, that's most of the population's problem is not there.
That's
it's
a lie.
just a matter of learning your partner, understanding what they like.
You ain't gonna sit on my show and lie.
What? No, I said most people don't have that issue.
You're not gonna sit on my show and lie. You is not gonna sit on my show and lie. That's what you're not gonna do.
Well, I'm gonna say from personal experience, I've not had any issues.
You is not gonna sit on my show and just be sitting here telling lies. That's what you not gonna do. You are absolutely not going to sit on my show and be sitting here telling
What
lies.
lie am I telling? I'd like to hear this one.
Sir, first and foremost, you are not going to sit here and talk about that unless it's a physical, and then, most people don't have those issues, and then brush on by that. So that is big, and pun intended. Okay? That is a big, small issue, sir. Because you can't fix that.
Well, but that's what I said. So it's a physical issue that you may not be able to overcome, is my point. But generally speaking, in the population, that's not a common issue.
That's a lie.
It's a common issue?
Have you went around having dudes pull out their penises?
No,
Exactly. So you don't get to sit here on this show and talk about that's not a common issue. Because I can promise you, as a grown woman, that it is more common than you would think that guys running around here with toddler penises.
I'm just going to take your word for it.
But my point is that you is not going to lead these people astray and act like...
I am pretty sure that it is not that common.
It is that common.
As many Magnums as they be selling at CVS?
Lies. They sell lies at CVS. They sell deceit at CVS. That's what they sell at CVS. Lies and deceit. And let me tell you about Magnums. You can take a regular condom and put it around a doggone rear view mirror. A regular condom. And put it around a rear view mirror.
Have you done that?
Plenty of people have done it before.
Have you done it? Put on the rear view mirror?
I will do it and record it tomorrow and post it on our show.
You going to use lube or unlube one?
I don't want all that. We're going to do it on your car because we ain't going to mess up the Mercedes.
No, you ain't have no condom smell on my car.
But my point is...
My car does not use condoms.
My point is, I know your car don't use condoms. My point is that if you can put a regular condom on a rear view mirror of a car, then Magnums are lies and deceit.
I will agree. I think that it's more marketing. It's more to make people feel better about themselves and to trick their partners, probably. So
lies and deceit. Lies and deceit. And then on top of that, ladies, y'all ever had...
let's go the reverse way, because we know Magnums really fit regular penises too. So
y'all ever had a dude with a toddler penis pull out a Magnum on you and you wanted to Cobra Kai karate chop the shit out of him in his throat? Because I've had that happen to me. And
wait, he had a small penis and he put on a Magnum condom.
And you want to Cobra Kai karate chop the shit out of him. You really do. Like, it's the disrespect. You
didn't laugh?
You be trying not to. Like, you be...
How did that end for you? That's
See,
interesting.
I'm rude.
That is...
I'm rude.
How did that end?
Pre-married and kids, I was real rude. Like, really rude. Like, I was the chick that would put you out my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you think we gonna cuddle? And I'm like... Like, I was rude. I was really, really rude. So, you not gonna come in here with your toddler penis and think, I'ma just not say nothing. Sir.
So did you go through with the act?
No, because I'm not including you in my body count. First of all, if you couldn't hit the wall, it don't count. That's just first and foremost. So I'm not about to sit up here and play these games. So no, I did not. And you just gonna disrespectfully pull out a Magnum while you out here with a roll of nickels in your pants? We not playing that. No, sir.
So do you think that person thought they had a big one and that's why they did it?
I think Heifer's been lying to him for a long time.
So you think it was a community plot?
Because let me tell you what I know for sure. You can be so in love with a guy that the sex gets better. Because for women, sex is probably 75% mental and only 25% physical. So you can, as a woman, you can be so in love with a guy that trash pee-pee can become the best stuff you ever had. And the way you know that, ladies, is if you ever try to double back after you not dick dumb no more. That's how you figure out the truth about his penis. If you ever double back after you not dick dumb no more, your truth comes out. Because you like, oh, this was trash. And then you flabbergasted. And then you like, so you mean to tell me all this time I was just D-dumb out here? And you feel bad. And now you mad at yourself. And now you don't want to include them. But you can't not include them because you was in love.
I'll agree with that. I mean, because I do think that, like you said, most of it's mental for women. And, you know, I can say that definitely in relationships I've had, you know, where, you know, I know you love me, so, you know, chances of me giving you bad D are very, very low. No, I do get BDRs periodically. I will admit to that, you know. It happens.
But what I love about us is we're so honest about it. We're so honest about it. Like,
I mean,
sir,
you don't have anybody who hits home runs all the time.
Being that boy like
baseball.
I mean, that boy like, sir, that's what we doing tonight.
I haven't gotten the tap, you know.
Like, no, it's been a long time since the tap. But we being that boy like, sir, that's what you're doing tonight. Or it's the, what are you doing? what are you doing?
And that's the funny thing too, because sometimes that come up. I'm like, I thought I was doing something. I guess not.
What are you doing?
But my point being is, you know, there have been people that, you know, prior to us getting married, I slept with, and I could tell that was something to me that was key because they didn't like me, but someone else really did like me. Quality of the D was the same, you know, size is the same, so I just knew that at the end of the day, that person didn't like me.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
as much. They weren't that into me.
Because for women, sex is 75% mental. Like, it could be the same exact D, but if you are just not feeling that person at that time, it's trash.
It's trash, yeah. No,
like,
I agree.
it's absolute trash. Like, and there's nothing different. It's the same D that was having you climb walls a week ago.
Yep.
But if you're just not feeling it, it's, oh my God, I don't even know why you're touching me. And that's the honest to goodness truth. So,
no, I can agree with that because I can definitely, you know, agree with that from experience.
So, since I have you here, is there such thing as bad coochie?
Yeah, there is.
How?
So kind of the reverse for guys. I think there is, you know, a how much a man likes a woman or loves a woman will make the sex better as well. So
Really?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, we can go out and have sex and you know, with someone we just met or, you know, don't really like, and it's physical and still enjoy ourselves. But the sex is always better with somebody you love and you like, period. So, you know, and that was, you know, that could be a gauge of, you know, should this relationship end?
Dum, dum, dum.
So, you know, but it can happen. But yes, I mean, you can have, now, by itself, as you say, bad coochie could also involve some other things too, presentation, smell, you know, cleanliness, things like that. That can just off rip, yes, that could be bad, right?
Y'all out here was stinking coochie
I mean,
too.
it's happened before, you know, and some guys don't care. They're, well, I'm here, you know, I'm already got my magnum out, you know.
You ever ran into stinking coochie?
In high school, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you do? Did you still do it?
No, fortunately, her mother came home, so you know.
Would you have still done it had her mom not come home? Be honest.
I probably would have.
Oh.
I probably would have.
Oh.
But you know.
Ew. Really? Y'all guys just dip in anything, don't y'all?
I mean, to a degree. I mean, you know, you're younger, you might not think about it now. Being older, let's say, you know, you pass tomorrow and I'm single, you know, then
Why I got to die?
well, you want me to just be out here, you know, giving the hypotheticals and me slinging D and you still alive? No, because you ain't gonna be hypothetically burning up my Ferrari and all my clothes, you know. Busting out my headlights, keying up my car.
Hypothetically.
So I got to remove you
Hypothetically.
from this scenario. You have passed. due to some unfortunate accident.
He said you're not gonna be hypothetically burning up my
Involving
Ferrari.
Coke and Alka-Seltzer and Pop Rocks.
It's just hypothetically. He said you're not gonna be hypothetically burning up my Ferrari, so you got to go.
But I'll say this. I mean, in all seriousness, as men get older and more mature, hopefully, generally speaking, you become more. What's the word I'm looking for? Discerning, and you have, you won't just sleep with anybody. I'll just say that,
And see, I don't know if I agree with that, because I know some old ninjas that still out here just loose deed. I know some of your frat brothers is never mind.
You ain't gotta bring my frat into this.
I'm sorry.
So, but my point being is that generally speaking, I think that, and I will say this, I don't like to use the term, but they say high value men, right? They're just not out here necessarily with anybody and anything. So they're going to be a little bit more with discretion and what they're going to involve themselves in. So,
high valued men.
Yeah, you tell me listening to Kevin Samuels.
Oh, did you? Oh, them trigger words in media land. High valued men. What? I'm sorry. Break that down for me.
I would probably, now they generally say, when I say they, Kevin Samuels and his show.
I keep telling you to stop watching that trash, but go ahead.
Well, but you never actually watched the whole episode.
Why would I?
Because
I'm not his target audience.
Well, no, but you've only seen a clip.
I'm grown, successful, married, all of that. I'm not his target audience.
My point being is because you haven't actually watched the whole show, you've seen clips and you have an angle or viewpoint of what you saw.
No, I'm just not letting no single ninja tell me how to be something that men won't. Like, that's just me. Like, I don't let those that can't do teach thing don't work for me. It does not work for me. So I'm not letting a single broad tell me how to keep my husband. I'm not letting a single man tell me what a man want, because, sir, if you could figure out what a man want, maybe you should take that same time to figure out what a woman want. Because the truth of the matter is, I don't care what y'all single people say. I've said this once and I'll say it again. Fight me about it. I don't care. Meet me in Miami to do it so we can get that money out of you. All I'm saying is, y'all single people need to stop lying, talking about y'all single by choice. You're not. It's a lie. It is a lie. It is a lie from the pits of hell. You are not single by choice. You are single by bad decisions. You are single by trash-ass decisions. You are single by nasty attitudes. You are single by not being what people looking for. You are single by a lot of things, but it is not choice. Now, you may be making the choice to be single because you won't change the crap about you that's creating singleness in you, but you're not single by choice, because it is not even in human nature to not want to be with somebody. That's why I have a disrespect for Kevin Samuels, because I'm not about to sit up and listen to a grown man tell women what men want in a woman when it is obvious that he ain't even what women want in a man, because he's single and divorced.
So let me stop you right there. His show's not about that. See, his show, usually what I've seen from that full episode,
his show ain't about nothing now, unless he doing it from the underworld.
The episodes I have watched basically have focused on women calling in, asking about certain men that they want, particular status, again, what they call high value men. So these are men with high incomes, business earners, usually college educated, but basically, as he defines it, generally speaking, the top, 1%, 5% of earners in America. And these women are like, oh, well, how do I get a high value man? And most of them are not of the quality of what that man would look for, because, they're usually, it's very superficial, the criteria that he'll put in there to say that most of these men want, which, relatively speaking, I can agree with. At the end of the day, men are more physical, so they're going to want someone who's beautiful, who's in shape. They're not going to get a woman who is not physically in shape, who's not, pretty, to their standards. So, you have these women talking about, well, I don't want to settle. Well, unfortunately, as he breaks it out, the law of statistics and numbers that you have in America, everybody can't get what you what they want or what they think they want. So some of them are turning their noses at hardworking men that still will provide, that will still love for them, and that's what he kind of breaks down and gets into. What you've probably seen are a lot of clips from his show when he, got into it with women that were arguing with him or being nasty about what they wanted and not understanding the facts of life or the facts of life. You're not going to be 40 years old with 5 kids thinking that you're about to get a man who makes, $250,000 a year and you don't work and you don't have anything and you live in an apartment on Section 8. It's just not going to happen. So that's more what his show is about. So you're telling me
Pretty Woman lied to us?
Yes, Pretty Woman lied to you. Men aren't out here wiping up the prostitutes. So no, it's not going to happen. But, again, standards what they consider high value men. But I'll just, let's just say professional, successful men, generally speaking, are not going to be out here slanging D in the streets randomly. Now, not to say that they might not have a rotation or some study set of folks that they call on or, have relationships with. That's different. But my point is you can be a little bit more discerning in who they're going to sleep with.
This is how you know you've never been a nice-looking woman. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, sir, but I have for a very long time. And I was single and young and hot and successful with no kids. So I was exactly that target market for the high-valued man, as you call them. I had a reputation for, Robin don't do broke.
Yep.
Like I had a strong reputation for that, and I married that way as well because I don't play that.
Yeah.
I have a standard of living that has to be kept. I'm sorry. Call it what you want. Call it what you want. Don't care. Call me what you want. Don't care. But you call me what you want while
again,
I'm in my house.
To your point, what Kevin Samuels has to say doesn't really apply to you because
I told you I'm not his target audience.
It's not that you're not a target audience. I mean, it's a combination of, I think, women calling in and that do watch it, and I don't know what the stats are of his audience, and then you just have men that are sitting there laughing at it like, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yep, that makes sense.
But I think the thing that annoyed women is a lot of the men that shared his views and his videos were not what you would consider a high value man either. Like, you got the audacity to sit up and talk about what you don't want in a woman and, standing on this soapbox of yours, and you running around with that same nickel I am, sir. Like,
I agree. At the end of the day,
it takes a lot of
you can't
nerve.
say you want somebody to be physically fit and you a bad body bro as well.
Exactly.
Exactly. No, I agree. But my point being, again, is that what you have seen and what's been shared largely in social media are clips and segments of hour and a half, 2 hour show that he has when he talks to women about certain things. Now, some women get nasty with them, and he gets nasty back with them. Others get on the phone, and and they're pretty humble. They listen to what he has to say, and he kind of goes through it. But usually a common theme is well, I want or I feel that I should have this, and I'm not settling. And he's like, what do you mean settling? Reality is you're not going to be in that target market of what you want.
I think one of the problems is, and we can talk about this on a later show, I think one of the problems is everybody talk to women about having to lower their standards because of where they are, but nobody tends to talk to men about that. And I think somebody need to have a conversation with them dudes too, because what you not gonna do is have to pick your stomach up to screw me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sir, it's a whole lot of dudes out here with some real high ass standards that need to bring that stuff down too. Like, you out here real bad out here, bruh. Like, your drawers dirty. You not showering before you get into bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your hairline receding, your stomach big. You got all kind of issues out here, and you have the pure audacity to be out here talking about the woman that you not gonna be with and what standard a woman has to be at, and that just take a lot of nerve for women.
It does. I agree, and I'm not saying it's at the same time. Unfortunately, the dynamics that you know of very well is, again, when you were single, a lot of these successful men were older than you, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them weren't your age. They weren't in their mid-20s and
No, I've never
early
dated
20s.
I've never dated
Yeah.
at my age.
So these were older guys who had money, and unfortunately, you and I both know that when it comes to the dynamics of male-female relationships, a man with money can date a woman who's physically more attractive than him, and unfortunately, there are women out there that are willing to trade their body and their time for the money.
Listen,
Listen,
so, that ain't never been my thing.
I mean,
but we gonna wrap this
Bill
up.
Gates.
We gonna wrap
Case
this
in point.
up. We gonna wrap this up. We'll talk about this another episode. Y'all know we are in Miami next week. The whole team is flying out between Wednesday and Wednesday and Thursday, because we got events Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So the entire team is flying to Miami. We are excited about it. I cannot wait. Miami is going to pop. It is a good 80 degrees in Miami, so I cannot wait to get out of this Detroit cold. If you can join us in Miami, we look forward to it. If not, make sure y'all are tuning in all weekend, because y'all know right here on JOO, we will have all of the updates. I believe we're doing Liquid Live. We will have interviews. It's going to be an awesome, awesome weekend. So make sure y'all tune in to JOO. Make sure y'all following Taste of Black Spirits Legacy, JOO on all social media sites, so y'all can keep up with us while we're in Miami next week. We do appreciate y'all for kicking it with us today. Honey, thank you for sitting on with me today.
You're welcome. I love you too.
Y'all, we'll see y'all from Miami next week. Deuces. We clear.